Now let's understand one important thing in conditional formatting, that is how to formulate a new rule. So let's say I've taken an example here where I have kept geography and I've written India, and I want to highlight all those cells here in column F in the geography where uh, the the cell contains India as a country. So let's go ahead and do it. So I'll be putting my cursor on F3, that is India, and then I'll go to conditional formatting, and here I have new rule, right? So I'll be clicking new rule here, and let me create a rule from scratch. So use a formula to determine which cells to format. So I'll also be using a formula. I'll be creating a formula. So let's say I want to highlight all those cells in column F along with the application of manage rule. I want to highlight all those cells in column F which contains India as a country in the geography column. So I say is equal to, by default will be coming there when I click it on F3, that is India, but since I need to apply this this formula in more than one cells, I'm not going to lock the cell F3, but by default you can see that dollar signs will be there in F3, hence it will be locking the cell. So locking the cell means that we'll not be able to pass the formula from one cell to another cell, hence I need to unlock the cell. So to unlock the cell I'll be clicking F4 once, F4 twice, and F4 thrice. To lock the cell you just need to click F4 once, but here in this case when you're trying to unlock the cell we need to clear F4, we need to click F4 three times. So that's exactly what I've done, and this has become is equal to F3. This should be equal to, let's say, I3, that's the content, right? So F3 should be equal to I3. If that is the case, then what happens? I want to format it, I want to give it a color. Let's say I want to give it a green color, so I say OK, right? And then again I say OK. So what happens? India gets highlighted green in color since your F3 is equal to I3. But I want this formula not to be applied just to F3 but to entire column F, that means from F3 to F22. So what I can do, I can use the next rule, which is manage rules. So I'll be going back to data, sorry, I'll be going back to home and then conditional formatting. I'll go to manage rule, and since at current we have got just one formula for conditional formatting, so that will be very much visible there. So I go to the last column of applies to, here it is applied only to F3, so I'll change it, I'll delete everything from there, and I'll select it from F3 to F22, and it will come into dollar sign. By default these cells will be locked, and that's absolutely perfect with us. And then I'll say apply, and I'll say OK. So here you go, here you have all the cells highlighted with India, since your function that any cell in column F matches with I3, it should get highlighted green in color. For example, let's say if I'm changing it to Japan, all those cells having Japan as a content will get highlighted. Similarly for US. So this is all about conditional formatting. We learned how to highlight cell rules, how to clear rules, top and bottom rules, data bars and color scales, icon set rules, new rules, manage rules. So new rules and manage rules would be the part of advanced conditional formatting.